After the incident at school, the next day the principal summoned Okido to the office and punished him for his actions against Ano's teacher. Despite the harsh punishment, Okido wasn't angry. He accepted it with quiet determination because he knew that even though he had done wrong, his actions were out of love and a desire to protect his younger brother. Whenever Ano spoke with his sister, she would promise to take him with her to Dimapur someday. Clinging to that promise, Ano held on to hope, counting the days until it might come true. A month later, during Ano's vacation, he traveled with his parents to Ep-5 to visit his mother's family. He enjoyed his time there until one fateful day when all the family members went out for work. They asked Ano to accompany them, but he refused, preferring to stay at home. At first, he enjoyed the solitude, but soon the house felt too quiet. It dawned on him that he was completely alone. Feeling uneasy, Ano decided to go out in search of his family. He wandered along a road he wasn't supposed to take, thinking it would lead him to them. As the minutes turned into hours, he realized he was lost. Panic set in, and he began to cry, calling out, "Mom, Dad, where are you?" But no one responded. Ano's tiny legs carried him forward as he clung to the hope of finding his father. Suddenly, he noticed a small toy shop. The sight sparked a memory of the day his father had bought him an M20 toy gun. Smiling at the thought, Ano instinctively reached into his pocket, hoping to buy a JCB toy car he had seen. But when he checked, all he found was a single 5-rupee coin, barely enough to buy anything, let alone ease his growing hunger. With tears in his eyes and nothing but a walnut in his pocket, Ano pressed on. On the road, he encountered 3 mischievous boys his age. They approached him aggressively, grabbing him by the arms so he couldn't escape. The boys rummaged through his pockets, taking everything he had, his coin, his walnut, leaving him empty-handed and heartbroken. They released him, laughing as Ano stood there, frozen in shock. Overwhelmed, Ano resumed walking, his tears flowing freely. The sky grew darker as evening fell, and his tiny frame ached from exhaustion. Crying and calling out for his parents, he kept moving, though the road stretched endlessly before him. Hunger gnawed at his stomach and thirst parched his throat. His little heart felt like it might break as he missed his parents desperately. Suddenly, out of the darkness, a woman appeared. She approached Ano silently, her face calm and kind. Without saying a word, she took his hand and began walking, leading him somewhere unknown. Confused but too tired to resist, Ano followed her. After what felt like an eternity, they reached the woman's house. She guided him inside, seating him at a small table. Then she placed a plate of rice and beans curry in front of him. Though it wasn't his favorite, Ano ate eagerly, driven by hunger. As he neared the end of his meal, the door burst open and his mother, Sasela, rushed in. Seeing his mother, Ano's confusion melted into relief. Sasela embraced him tightly before taking him home. Back at the house, Ano's father was furious, scolding everyone for their carelessness that had led to Ano getting lost. But the moment he saw Ano walk through the door, his anger evaporated. He pulled Ano into a hug, holding him close, his silence speaking volumes of his love and concern. That night, Ano fell asleep in his mother's arms, feeling safe once again. Though he was too young to understand it fully, the experience had left a lasting mark on him, a story of fear, kindness, and the love of family.